Hey guys, what's going on? Kyler with the Car Guys. I have a pretty cool, I guess, saving tip for you guys. This is going to be a quick video. I just want to see if I can, impact somebody's life here, in a sense. Now, I did this a few years ago, and there comes a point in time in a player's career, I guess you could say, you can call it, a player's career, where they don't have the money to spend on a certain card they need, right? And this obviously was the case for me back when I was 15, 16, 17 years old, not making as much money as I wanted to in the game so I could actually afford the cards I needed. Let's go into D-Rev days where Pot of Duality was like 100 to 150 bucks at the time of a release. Solemn Warning was 80 bucks. Veilers were a good bit. Scrap Dragons were a good bit because scraps were just the thing. And some people could afford it because they were, they had jobs, and then some kids couldn't afford it because obviously they didn't have the money and the means to do so, whether it be, their collection, they didn't have enough cards to trade for that card because it was so much money, or they just didn't have the money altogether. And it's reasonable, and it still exists to this day where people struggle to get the cards they need. Let's put it into today's perspective. You have cards like Pot of Desires. You have cards like the new cards like Treat Toad. You have cards like Dimensional Barrier. You have collector cards that people just want to collect the cards. Like, let's just say right now, Metamorphosis is almost 100 bucks, which is actually kind of crazy too. All these older printed cards actually cost a lot of money, right? They cost so much money, and I'm outside, so I'm getting shit all over my face and whatnot. It costs so much money that people get discouraged on playing. I'm going to give you a quick tip on helping save some money. It might take a few months, but it's worth it. And not a lot of people use cash these days. And I have a little bit of something. I think the dog scratched me, but that's the point. In today's age, it's all, money on a card. It's all a card. It's all debit. It's all credit. And that's it. That's all you have. I'm going to challenge you to do something here, and I want somebody to keep me updated on how you do it. I want you to keep a comment down below. I want you to tell me how you guys specifically save money to get cards you need. Granted, I know a lot of people might be vendors where they would go and, buy and sell on the floor at like regionals and locals, and then go sell to stores and things like that. So what I do, and it's pretty simple, is I save every single $5 bill I get. It's as simple as that. If you have a small paycheck, take out, let's just say you make $400 a paycheck, take out like 80 bucks to 100 bucks, right? Let's just give a standard amount like that, right? And then instead of spending the $300, make sure that you have enough for bills if you need to pay bills or anything like that. But save that, have that 100 bucks, and just go spend it on something, just whatever. Spend it on food that you need. Maybe you're in high school. Spend it on your lunch, and give them $10 or how much money you get. And if you get a $5 bill back, you save it. You do not touch it at all. I did this when I was 16 or 7. I want to say 17, 18 years old maybe. And I needed a whole bunch of cards for my Lightsworn deck. It was, I think, right around the time Lightsworn was a thing, 09. I want to say, and I got my full Lightsworn deck because of this. In a month span, I didn't have a debit card, didn't have anything. All I had was cash that I got. I cashed my check in at work when I worked at the retirement home, and I just spent money. And I kept every single $5 bill I had. I paid cash for my car note, and I paid cash for everything else. So over a month span, I saved almost $1,000 just in $5 bills. Granted, I did spend a little bit of money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards just to get what I needed, but in return at card shops I did get $5 bills back, and over time it helped me save money to get the cards I needed. So at the time I got the Solemn Warnings I needed, I got the Pot of Dualities I needed, and I got all these other things I needed like that. I got the, at the time when it was like 09, 2010, I got the Judgment Dragons I needed, I got the Dark Arm Dragon if I want to play Twilight, I got the Super Rare Luminas. I had the entire deck fully hollowed out the way I wanted it because I saved a little bit of money. It does take a little bit of time, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, altogether, you're going to feel a lot more accomplished keeping every single $5 bill you have. You're not going to notice in like a week. I just started doing this, right? And in the 1 week that I did it last week, I saved $80 because I used cash alone. And I made sure I spent every single other dollar that I had. bills and everything else. So at the end of the day, instead of just using straight card to do everything, I still had $80 set aside, to where now, after all my bills are paid, I still have those $80 I'm not going to touch. And then over the course of the next few months, it's going to obviously go up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. So then at this point in time, you're gonna look at yourself when, I guess, right around when Anaheim comes around, where you can play at ARG or YCS Anaheim or any other ARG, or even a local or regional where you need to get your invite. You're going to have this money to where you can go and you can get 3-dimensional bears, or you can go and get couple treat toads. You can go and get a few desires that you need for your deck to be able to play in the regional. And that's pretty much it. It's actually a pretty easy concept. You just got to do it. You have to stay true to it and save the little bit of money you have. Hell, I'll even go even more than that. If you want to save every $5 bill and dollar bill, you can do that as well. I did that once too, and obviously the amounts were greater than what it would be just for a $5 bill. Or if you want to start small and just save the singles you get instead of the fives, that's another thing you could do. Let me know what you guys think. How do you guys save your money? I mean, granted, I know a lot of your vendors, like I did previously state, but at the same time, how do you save your money to get the cards you need later on to play in the card game you love? That's pretty much it for me, guys. Let me know if you guys want to hear more stuff like this, little I guess small tips on how to save money, little know-hows, little, I guess, life hack. I don't know what you would call it, but it helps. Any way, shape, or form, saving money helps in any regard to your life. Whether you need this, you need to pay a credit card bill, you need to pay anything, you have that little bit of money extra saved up, so you can do that. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm Call the Card Guys. Leave a like if you liked the video. I hope you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, definitely go ahead and dislike it. I just don't even care anymore. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. Call the Card Guys. See you guys in Atlanta. Bye.